And there we are. How's it going, everybody? I am Asbiel, Guildmaster of the Guild of Legends, located in the heart of the multiverse. I'm here with special guest ZiroGi, and on what are you doing? What are you
I
doing?
forgot the
What
button. I'm sorry.
are you doing? Special guest ZiroGi here. We're jumping back into Satisfactory, uh, and we're gonna find something to do. I don't remember what we were doing. It's been a little bit since we've been in here, so
I found
there you are. It's been a little bit since you've been in here, so we're gonna figure out something to do probably, and we're gonna see how it goes.
All right. But before we begin, I'm going to turn on the light switch finally.
Aha!
There we go.
After all this time, you found the light switch.
After all this time.
Uh Also, uh, just because I don't normally do two streams in one day, but I want to keep playing Devil May Cry, and I would play it on Friday, except I'm going to be doing something else on Friday. So, uh, in about roughly 6 hours, I'm going to be jumping into Devil May Cry 5. Hopefully, the game won't crash on me this time, because I was having quite a bit of fun with it. But yeah, then on Friday at 8 p.m., we're doing. We're gonna, by we I mean me. I'm gonna special guest alongside a few other good friends in the kind of streamer space that Dragon and I have as kind of mutual acquaintances. We're gonna jump into a tabletop RPG themed little discussion. Go over a bunch of stuff there. So if you're into D&D stuff, check that out on Friday night.
Neat. Hi.
Yeah, and right now we're here with this guy. Look at this
Yeah.
guy. Whoops, I accidentally hit the wrong button. I wanted to point at this guy. This guy right here. Which guy? This guy. All right. Anyway, um, so computers. We have a computer factory that is less than ideal. It doesn't have plastic automatically going to it, so that's something we have to do. Um, Also, the layout of the splitters and stuff may or may not be ideal. That remains to be seen. Um, did we have some place that was making the frameworks?
I don't think so.
I guess we probably don't both need to go to the same place. Um, I'm gonna go check out the steel area because I think the frameworks of that tier use steel, right? So
I am not sure. It's been a while.
it's been a little bit. Um, I also don't remember how we're doing on power, so I might need to check power line to see how
We
we're
did
looking
just
there.
put down a couple oil uh, generators, so.
Oh, okay, yep. So the situation we're at right now is we're sometimes dipping into the batteries, but most of the time we're good.
Yeah, I think I wanted to build one more.
And I think over here we've got modular frames, the basic frames being built. Those are being turned into versatile frameworks. Uh,
We have a lot of fuel produced right now.
nice.
We almost have an entire crate full of fabric as well.
Nice. Uh, okay, so Yeah, it's modular frames, screws, reinforced beams, and pipes. So most of that stuff would be produced over here. The only thing that's not currently, well, it is being, but it's being used for something else, is modular frames. So the best way to do it would probably be to see if we've got any spare iron nodes around here. I don't remember if we've tapped them all, but there might be some that are unused at the moment. And if there are, then that's something that we can... What's this? This is making
Ah,
sliders. Okay.
wasn't a full revamp of the base being considered?
Yeah, that's probably something to do as well. I think I remember talking about that. That was definitely something that was discussed. I just don't know what the best way to do it would be. I think one thing that would probably be important to do in that regard would be spreading things out. Like, we've got the steel, and that's fine. We've got the oil, and that's fine. But then over at the kind of main area, we've got all that iron that is clustered with other machines that aren't related to it directly, as well as kind of the main platform. Uh, though, it, I think the biggest issue with this area is the stuff kind of away from the iron. We've got these storage crates just out in the middle of nowhere, and then we've got this kind of secondary uh, assembler station to make motors, which isn't currently going because it's missing something, I guess. Oh, it's missing quick wire. It doesn't have quick wire being pumped into it. But yeah, so we've got some of these kind of secondary buildings off the side of the iron area that could do with cleaning up. And then obviously all of the conveyor belts. We have a horrible network of conveyor belts going everywhere in this area. I think part of that could be resolved by introducing another, I don't know, truck.
I believe we were actually waiting for the monorail before we revamped.
That could be. Because yeah, with the monorail, we can make all of our transport side of logistics all so much neater. I think there is a place for trucks and stuff, but it'd be more for short range transit. You know, like if there was something near the trains but not directly on it, and we didn't want to run like conveyor belts across, then the trucks and tractors and stuff I think would be good for that. But the monorails are going to make a lot of the cleaning up process a lot easier. And then we do have the foundation for a storage depot, the big chunky storage depot.
Yeah. Which is where we put the train.
Yeah.
One of the train stations. To be
Um,
unloaded.
Regarding the depot area, there is a spot over here where some of the terrain clips through, but we could resolve that if we just lifted the floor up a little bit. Like if we did did a 1 meter lift on the floor,
Yeah.
it would fix that.
If you want to do that, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe I will.
All right. Good. Hope you do.
That's gonna be fine. We'll deal with that later.
Ah, heavy modular frames also need encased industrial beams.
Yeah. Which it is another thing that gets made over in that area. I think we might have a bit of a surplus. Because I don't think it all gets used to 100% over there, but I could be wrong about that.
Got stator production back on. We have uh about 4.25 stack of motors right now. That's a pretty nice surplus that could go away very quickly.
Yeah. I'm going to redo the walls as well so they're at the appropriate height for the new floors. So I think it'll just look neater.
All right. Are we tapped into? No, we're not. The biomass burners are completely empty. I think I did that on purpose. I don't.
Yeah, I think we were just transitioning to the batteries unless we needed a little extra boost for some reason.
I just put them in now, anyways. My brain keeps deleting what I want to do.
That'll
I
happen.
just, I just run up the things and sure, it'd be nice if I remember what I was doing here. All right, the reason why I didn't make another fuel generator is because it needs 5 computers and 10 heavy frames. Or reinforced frames or whatever they're called.
uh, if you have plastic to spare, I'm not sure what we're looking at like for plastic, but there is that computer spot above the iron. It just needs plastic dropped in manually.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Hmm. I can fix that later.
The problem right now is circuit boards. So I'm gonna overclock. I hate these artifacts so much.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as bad, like nearly as bad if they already had a purpose. But since they're put in to the game before they have a purpose, they're just kind of annoying. Like there's no reason to collect them other than to quiet them.
Yeah. You're right there.
I'll probably be fine. That's the hope, at least. How did you get there? You don't belong. You're an extra.
I went up to the computers to grab some, so I could do that fuel generator. And I didn't grab any computers.
There we go.
I need heavy modular frames. They have practically everything I need, but the encased iron, encased industrial weaves.
Is that all being used over in the steel area?
What was that?
Is that all being used over in the steel area?
I think so.
Crazy.
Someone was trying to steal my Pop-Tarts.
Crazy how that happens.
My only food. Now I'm starved.
Can't believe someone would do this. All right. Depot is rebuilt. I just did it with the 1 meter floors because why not? I also thought that if we wanted to do anything underneath, then 1 meter floors would be more conducive to that. Like if we had machinery in the floors.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. One of these years, those versatile frameworks will all be done.
I was missing screws for one more heavy modular frame,
well,
which is
I
all I need.
I have screws. I'm
Well, I just passed you, so
so you did.
we have plenty of screws at the hub, so
Yeah. So the last thing I remember doing, obviously, was the thing that seemed to break the game and cause the whole thing to crash, uh, which involved tormenting some poor creature and poisoning it to death with
That
explosives.
sounds fun.
But besides that, um, nope, I've completely forgotten. I got too distracted by talking about torture and such.
Oh, god damn it. I need frames now. I should have just stayed there and let you give me the screws, because then I would have realized I needed the frames, which are all the way over there.
um, oh, I remember now. I came through and I had just unlocked the corners, the corner ramp option, and so I put that in over on the steel area where we had just empty corners before. It was like the very last thing that I did prior to crashing the server.
This place is confusing. I feel like Satisfactory. It just hit me right now. It's basically an idle game with extra steps.
It, it kind of is. Which that really makes sense when I think about it because after when I was a bit late to getting a smartphone, right? So when I had one, mobile games were already all over the place, and I would just get a bunch of idle games, and then I would get to the part where basically you're stuck unless you're gonna put money into it or wait 5 years for something to happen, and then I would just uninstall them. But I don't ever really hit that point with Satisfactory because there's usually something to do. Mobile game, yeah, the kind of mobile game take on idle games doesn't really have that benefit of the fact that you can just go and run around and build stuff if you want.
Uh, hey, Azabiel,
What now?
can you bring me some iron plates to the oil?
Ugh, how many?
Yes. I stack or so.
All right, let me go grab some more because I almost did a just almost grabbed everything that would fit in my bag, and I feel like that might be a little excessive. I am on my way.
Nice.
Yep. I'll also mention, yesterday I didn't stream. I was asleep the entire day.
Uh-huh.
Legitimately, like, over the past few days, I've probably slept, what, at least 10 or 12 hours each day? Uh, don't know what's going on there, but, could just be me trying to brute force fix a bad sleep schedule. That's at least part of it. But also made the decision. that I just really don't feel like playing Warcraft on stream anymore. Or that's not quite it. It's not that I don't feel like playing Warcraft on stream anymore. It's that I don't feel like playing Warcraft the way I've been playing Warcraft, which is we've been going into Warcraft Classic every week for about 3 hours, starting at level 1, planning to go up all the way up to level 60, level cap in World of Warcraft Classic, and then actually do the content that is the Season of Mastery. So basically, we added probably like at least 6 or more months of streams worth of, or 6 or more months worth of streams that would be just us getting to the point where we can do the thing that we set out to do in the first place.
Yeah.
So, I was just like, I'm really not feeling it anymore. Like, I'd be fine if I was just playing this in my free time or whatever, but doing it 3 hours in one go once a week, and you get like maybe a level or two each stream. It's like it's only going to get slower as well, right? Like our first stream we
Yeah.
did like 3 hours, we got to level 10. Next one we got to like level 15. Next one we got part way to level 20. The one after that we got closer to level 20. The one after that I think we hit level 20. And it's just, gotten to that point. It very quickly grows in how much XP you need to level up, and I'm just not into it anymore. So I've uh, currently got my Mondays open while I figure out what else, what I might do in place of that. Might do
Well,
nothing. I don't know.
there's a simple answer to that.
Oh, really?
Minecraft Mondays.
It's funny that you mentioned that because the person I was doing Warcraft with, Mato, uh, actually suggested in place of doing Warcraft yesterday, which I just didn't feel functional enough to stream at all. But Mato had mentioned playing some Minecraft instead. And I was also talking with some other people recently about Minecraft, some of these other streamer folk that I talk to, because I'm one of those people now who streams and such. But
Uh-huh.
I might become one of those people who streams Minecraft. I don't know.
Nice. Can I have some concrete?
um, would this make you more happy?
No, because I need concrete.
Okay, I wasn't sure if these were what you were trying to make.
No, I'm
Because
trying to make platforms for the next oil.
okay, because I have almost 1,000 of these.
So you
I,
just looted the entire crate of it, is what you're telling me?
that must be the case. I don't remember why, but it's what I've done. It is something I did before I came into this stream with a ton of these in my inventory.
Hmm.
If you need more concrete, I can grab some.
I'm sure you can.
What is that supposed to mean?
What does that supposed to mean?
Shh, shh, shh. If you don't say it, nobody will notice.
You said it so, like, offended, too, though, which is why it was so good. It's like, what does that supposed to mean?
Fun fact, by the way. Um, Something that I'm sure I've mentioned on my stream. My chair is breaking. And it's at a point now where the main seat part of it, it's got like a metal framework, right? Underneath all the padding and the covers and stuff. The main seat part, like, it's got like a square of what I assume is like some sort of metal tubes that make up the skeleton of the chair. That part just broke free. Um, so now the seat kind of tilts forward and to the side a little bit. Um, the arms wiggle like crazy back and forth. It's gonna go like any day now. Like truly, like I don't know what else could break on it before it's just done. I don't know if there's anything else that isn't like core structure to it.
I suppose that's around the time when you need one replacement.
Yeah, it seems like the ideal time, when the old chair is about to cease to exist. Um, I've actually been looking, and as much as I like the all the options of colors and stuff like that, I'm probably just gonna end up getting just a normal, plain like office desk chair.
I'm pretty sure it's actually been like studied, and actual office desk chairs are actually better for you anyways.
Yeah, probably. And you can get those ones where like it's got like a mesh back to it, uh,
Yeah.
where you're not gonna be just bogged down by back sweat after a long
It's
stream or something.
literally the worst.
Truly. Um, I've been looking. I've been looking. If anyone has suggestions for good chairs, let me know. Um,
You could always get the insanely expensive chair that all the crazies have. It's like $2,000.
yeah, I saw one. I saw one that was half off. Still cost $1,000. Um, which tells me that the value of that item is
Is not two thousand
probably
dollars.
like maybe like a couple hundred at most. Um, at least in regards to production and such, right? Even that, is probably high on actual like production costs. But no, it's crazy how expensive some of these chairs are, and they're just chairs. Like they don't even have like any crazy like technology in them or anything. It's just a chair. Um, but you can also be like a normal person, get like a reasonably priced one, and those are all over the place. Um, I was looking at one that actually came in like a white and blue option, which I was kind of into because my desk's white, my computer's white, my lights are pink and blue. It would have matched everything pretty nicely. Um, but it has a cheaper option, which is dark black. I'm also going to mention that it has two black options, one that is black, one that is dark black. I don't know how that works. I would think if you can go darker, then you're probably not black, you're probably gray. Which, if if I were to look at the chair, it's probably, the same color of like this asphalt in the game, right? And then the dark black is actual like black fabric instead of like gray. But
I have to relaunch Satisfactory real quick
oh,
because
but
I
yeah, what have
suddenly
you
my
done?
keyboard stopped working in Satisfactory.
Oh, well, that's not ideal. Um, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw some quick wire into this here machine so that it can make some more motors, because we're gonna need them. And we have certainly got quick wire to spare. Actually, to that end, I'm just gonna go grab some more and fill it up even further. But yeah, so depending on how much I can set aside for a chair and how long my current chair continues to live, I might get the one that has the color scheme I like, or I might not.
hope you're factoring in delivery time.
Obviously, I'm not thinking about things like that. That's too much thinking. Yeah, I would have to see what delivery time is like too. Because really, I hadn't factored anything regarding delivery time in, but as long as it's not something that's on some sort of crazy back order, I should hopefully be able to get a pretty reasonable time frame for deliveries. Right. What am I doing? Just
What are you
running
doing?
around. Hmm. So we would need computers to research supercomputers.
Yeah.
You need a bunch of chips, circuit boards rather, to make the radar tower. And we've got a bunch of stuff in sulfur that we just need the smokeless powder for. Oh shoot. The turbo rifle ammo uses turbo fuel. Hold on. Does that mean it's like gyrojet bullets? But with turbo fuel?
I'll look for some hard drives. I feel
What's
like
that?
I've said that, but so I'm gonna go look for some hard drives.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, uh as far as the research goes, there's only two that seem to require hard drives. When I saw that initially, I thought it was going to be a more common thing, but it doesn't look like it is, which is nice. Let's see. Um, okay, I don't think we have a refinery currently to make smokeless fuel. What's a
I don't think
refinery
so.
take? I already have most of the stuff. I'm just going to borrow 2 motors. And I'm going to grab some steel pipes, and I'm going to see about putting one of those together and see if I can fit it into our little oil network over there. Because it relies on a byproduct of one of the other operations, which I don't know if we're making or if we're already using.
What byproduct is that?
It might be residual fuel, but I don't remember. I will have to check when I get over there.
You do have quite an amount of black powder.
Yep, which we need to be able to make the smokeless powder, so I actually have a few stacks of it on me already, in addition to whatever is over in the machine. I imagine it's probably full
Full.
up or something by now.
Yep. Entirely full.
Which that would be another good spot to put a sink, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Man, I want trains already. Calm down.
My legs. I fail.
Is that so?
Yeah. I'm also getting pretty far away from anything. To the point where it wouldn't be worth it to grab the hard drives. Because there's a high chance of death coming back. I've made a critical error.
Is that so?
I have no weapon.
Okay, so it's heavy oil residue that I need for smokeless powder. Oh, oh, that was just an autosave, I think. I was like, what just happened?
I died.
I would recommend not doing that.
We have gun.
We have the rebar gun.
Ugh.
Um,
Did we not unlock gun?
that
We can unlock gun.
we need the smokeless powder.
Yeah, man.
I was also trying really hard not to say like a Star Wars thing.
I mean, like
Oh,
what?
I don't know, fucking Misa something. I didn't think it through beyond that point, so it's about as much as you would get.
Can you come get me a rebar gun and some rebar so I can go get my stuff back?
Uh, yeah, I guess. Um, hmm. Did you have one of the good swords?
No, I didn't have any.
Why wouldn't you have a sword?
I went there without a weapon.
Well, there's your mistake.
Besides the rebar gun that I had, which I also did not have ammo for.
Well,
We are. Power production seems a little weird right now. It should be a lot higher than it is.
is it getting choked up somewhere, or?
It's probably shut down somewhere somehow.
Hmm. Uh, so just right off the bat, there's that. I don't know if you need one of those. You can go ahead and take these. Um, there's a rebar gun. Let's just make a bunch of rebar. Can I do this while I'm crafting? Aha, I can. That should keep you covered for a while.
Oh, about 2 minutes.
If you want, I could give you some stun rebar as well.
I've already got.
Yeah. Just go ahead and put some of this in storage. And did I not make 2 Xeno Bashers when I made mine? Did you throw away a precious gift I made for you at some point?
What do you mean?
Oh, you said you didn't have one of the sword things, right?
Yeah.
I assumed I would have made two when we unlocked it.
I don't know what happened to it.
How dare you? Anyway, I'll make myself a new one just in case, because it's pretty cheap anyway. And,
Oh, it's logged.
neat.
It's a blue one, so it's not anything special. But
Here we go. I remember what it is. Ugh, I'm so slow.
oh my god. There is 4 hatchler things. Oh god.
It should be 2 hits with the sword to break one, but actually, if you can hit it from a distance, then you wouldn't even have to deal with the things it spawns.
Oh, you have to hit it in the fleshy part, don't you?
I'm not sure. I've never tried.
It sure seems that way. I think if I had explosive rebar, probably wouldn't matter. But it's not working.
Well, Vanny, here's the thing. Uh, these objects are not to scale. And also, people might want to see the game. So, our good friend here is maybe slightly smaller than he would be otherwise. So, deal with it, I guess. Or don't. I'm not your boss. Can't believe you would lie to me like this, Vanny. Man, going to the quartz area would be terrible if not for these hypertubes.
Yeah,
It's slightly far away.
a little. Just a little.
And there's a bunch of enemies that have respawned since we originally went through there and killed them.
It's a damn game. It's a damn game dev. I have to do guerrilla tactics to get this hard drive because there's just so many, and I'm so low on health. Literally hit and run tactics.
Yeah. Aha, I am fast once more. Alright, time to go back to figuring out how to put a refinery into our... Hold on. I need concrete, because I want to build platforms.
I have to wait for the hatch things to despawn before I go out there. They will murder me.
Concrete was here. Yeah, those hatchlings. You take on one hatchery and it's like they're a nuisance, right? As soon as it's more than one, it's a nightmare.
Imagine having four.
Yeah, Vanny, there could be potentially, possibly, maybe Minecraft Monday in the works. We'll see. I think they just put out a new update recently, didn't they? That made like the Underdark stuff even better.
Underdark.
I think they said something like Deep Dark, but I think that sounds dumb because I'm a D&D nerd. So it's interesting because they mentioned that there's like one enemy that spawns there, and I think it's the Warden
Yeah.
or something. And he's basically just a nightmare. Like if you come across a Warden, you're gonna get got. Uh, Let me see. This thing, 20. These are putting out exactly 20. Okay, so
Also, Minecraft has that update that with the chat thing that people are mad about.
I don't think I've heard about this.
There's like a reporting system for chat now, even on like private servers and everything, so you can't opt out or anything. And it can like basically just like ban your whole account from online permanently or Minecraft permanently.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. And it doesn't take like context into anything. And there's a lot of like trigger words for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so people are up in arms about that.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. I can understand that. So right now we do have a refinery that's just making petroleum coke and immediately just burning it. And it's using the heavy oil residue that I'll be using. So I think I'm just going to switch it off from that and make it do the smokeless powder. And just give it a smart splitter so that it actually, for the time being, this sink isn't really necessary. So I was gonna do a smart splitter to just do overflow, but if we're hand loading it anyway, there's not much need for that. Shoot, actually, I just remembered this thing doing petroleum coke is necessary for the ongoing function of this whole situation. So I'll wire that back up. Excuse me, you lied to me. And I'll just take some of the purple juice that it would be using and see if I can redirect that to a secondary refinery, and they'll just both work at like half efficiency, which doesn't ultimately matter.
I think there's also like a player reporting system. You can report them for things like griefing,
Huh.
and that can get you permanently banned from single player and multiplayer. Yeah, it's a real Microsoft moment.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it sounds a little bit dumb.
So the fuel is turned off.
is this something that we want to be the case?
No,
Mm, why is it the case?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
It seems like it's not getting power. Uh, it's plugged in. Let me try turning it off and on it. Oh, it's because of the polymer resin. The fabric is full. All right, that would be why.
Oh. Is that causing like widespread issues?
Yeah.
Oh. Shit. We'd best get on that. Now, where do we have a power line?
I need steel pipes if you're over here.
I have 170.
It's more than enough. I just need you to make a double industrial.
Where at?
To connect this too.
Good.
So we have over 1,000 fabric right now. And the polymer backup is what killed all of our power.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm eating cheese.
Nice.
Man, the cheese is good.
Sure is.
I guess we can technically deal with any overflow now. Because we can just use smart splitters at the at any point in a production chain.
Yeah. Yeah, taking care of backups like that with the smart splitters is super easy.
And that all that can just be synced, I guess.
Yeah. Uh, so this new refinery will only operate as long as it's getting black powder, which we have to do manually, but that's fine. It is taking stuff from the basically the overflow refinery, but that's its only purpose, so I don't care about that. Now I'm just gonna go grab a ton of black powder and just shove it in the machine.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, as far as Minecraft is concerned, I was thinking about doing one of them their fancy realms, possibly, and having a server that some friends and such could join in on, because that'd be a heck of a lot easier than uh, hoping that my computer doesn't implode from uh, streaming, playing, and hosting.
Just hosting and playing for me is bad.
Yeah, that is enough usually to be a problem on its own. So, um, so I figured realms would be kind of the easy way of doing it because it's like it's already there. You know, it's a thing. It's just you hit a button and it goes. Um, but I was thinking of talking to some of these other people that might be interested. These other people that I've been talking to already kind of on the side about Minecraft and see if anyone would be interested in doing anything in that regard. Maybe joining in and just having like a server. And and if I did something like that, then I might actually start one of these like big build projects and actually see it through to the end. Instead of starting it and then just stopping somewhere in the middle. It's kind of the nice thing about streaming is it keeps me there actually playing games until, I've come to a reasonable conclusion with them.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, well, this annoying thing happened to me in Nier Automata, I'm quitting forever. Which is why, until I started streaming, I hadn't played it pretty much since I had gotten it. And why I wasn't starting it completely blind. Because I did play it before. Got partway in and lost over an hour worth of progress, I would say at this point. So, like, I don't remember for sure. It was so long ago. But it was a significant amount of progress that I lost because the game doesn't autosave. Except for when it wants to. Like when you get an ending, which is complete nonsense because it didn't save anything else except for the idea that you got the ending. Truck, why are you stopped on the ramp? Truck, why ain't you got fuel?
I'm really confused as to why this is not working anymore.
What part isn't working?
The fuel generator.
Oh. Hmm.
Now it is. That took a long time for this pipe to be like, oh, I should be working. Ooh.
Was that a hard drive?
Yeah.
Neat.
It's my hard drive.
All right, fine. I'm in a pipe anyway, so I wasn't even gonna look at it. Also, I'm too dumb to think about which recipes are worth taking unless it's like cast screws.
Someone. I don't know who it is at all. Someone in my chat was like, hey, do you want more cheese?
uh,
I am full up on cheese, thank you.
that's crazy. In a completely unrelated note, someone in my chat mentioned something about sneaking snacks onto someone's desk.
CJ's desk. That's how I read that.
uh, so anyway, if I did do Minecraft, and I guess if you fucking want, you guys could play on it too. If you're gonna fucking strong arm me about it.
So we got coke steel ingots, encased industrial pipes, and diluted packaged fuel. Diluted packaged fuel is heavy oil residue and packaged water to make fuel, so not really useful for us, I don't think. Alternate is encased industrial pipes, which is steel pipes and concrete. Concrete for encased industrial beams instead of using the what are they called?
The steel beams.
Yeah. Instead of using the beams,
Hmm.
you use the pipes, which you can make a lot faster.
Yeah.
And then there's the coke steel ingots, which is 15 iron ore and 15 petroleum coke gets you 20 steel ingots. but I feel like the encased industrial pipes here is a better one.
Yeah, it seems like that one would be more useful. Because, yeah, you can
It'd
make
be
the pipes way faster.
it would make industrial beams 4 per minute at base level of 100.
The the Coke one, like the only reason we're even making petroleum coke is so that we have a way to keep the entire process going without stopping. Because we need somewhere to put that fuel residue. Um, and the other one was like fuel, diluted fuel. Uh,
Yeah, that one was heavy oil residue and packaged water, which actually would be pretty easy to make. Like, that's not a hard chain at all.
yeah, it would be a way, I think, to change up like the layout of our oil area, but I don't know that it would be super necessary or even necessarily like a huge benefit or anything. So why is all this plastic just sitting here? Oh, it's going this way. What's it going to that's full? Let's go into canisters. And the canisters are going to the... Oh, okay, so it's just slow production. It's not, like, stopped. I'm gonna grab some plastic and shove it in the computer machine.
I'm gonna shove you in the computer machine. I just did that, by the way.
Oh, well. Is the chain of belts up there doing all right?
Yeah, that seems to have hit like an equilibrium where it's fine.
All right.
34 computer. I'm gonna go to steel.
You're a steal.
Excuse you.
Shoot, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I think that was for the sink, and then I ended up doing the sink elsewhere. Okay, so
Man, the steel beams is really what's holding us back on this versus how a frame works.
can we make that any better with that new recipe?
Yes, because we can stop making or stop sending some to the encased industrial beams. Well, I say that. I just do that. Uh, It's gonna need 28 steel pipes, and it's only gonna produce 20. So I think it's technically We're gonna start making encased industrial beams a little bit faster, but it's still not like a 1-to-1 that we want.
Hmm.
Although if I got an overclock thing, which I think I put away back at the hub, of course, because where else would
I completely forgot to grab whatever smokeless powder was already made when I was over there last. So I get that, then I can start making, researching the rifle and all the other stuff in the sulfur tree.
if you truly wanted to idle game this, you just bring all the powers down to like 1% on each machine. And they'd be so efficient. So power efficient. But man, would it be slow.
Yeah.
Bears. Cheese.
Just have the game running 24/7, still end up on a phase for like 5 years.
I already dislike the phase system because of how long it takes. Imagine actually trying to go for the most efficient everything.
Yeah, that'd be truly disgusting.
I am being told about cheese for bears.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's nothing that says it's good for bears or bad for bears.
Oh.
I would say since they're scavengers, it's probably fine. Bears eat whatever they find.
Do you have any rubber on you?
uh Stream. Oh my god, it's on your head.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah. Um. So in doing that, somehow, in figuring out how to make a gun, I obliterated 100 full-sized motors. I
So
don't know
here's the
how
thing.
that works out.
I only need steel pipes and screws. Do you have steel pipes?
No.
Oh, I just came from there, man. I don't want to go back.
I need to make 100 rebar. I don't have any iron bars on me.
Take your pick from where you want to pull it from. Should dump some of this polymer into the sinks. I don't really need to carry it on me. What else do I not need to carry on me? That. Well, I guess I'm going back to the steel production because someone doesn't have steel pipes on this. I hope you appreciate that I'm still doing the stream, even though I have an upper viral infection in my lungs.
That doesn't sound great.
It's not. I'm actually dying, but luckily my audio is push to talk on both the stream and at Discord.
Oh.
And it's the same button. So I can't ever speak uh, secretly to the stream. You want a gun?
I would love one.
Alright, I'll make you one.
I have to go get 1,400 black powder and 1,400 steel pipes to make a bunch of explosives to research how to make other more interesting explosives.
I gotta go get some smokeless powder so I can make rifle ammo. Those fucking bugs won't stand a chance. Just go Starship Troopers on them. Although, historically, Starship Troopers, the humans usually don't do too well.
uh, it would be cool. Like, obviously, as it is, the enemies don't provide a huge threat, but they could make a body equipment option that is just armor. So you take less damage from enemies. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe you don't care about having a jetpack. And you just want to blast some bugs.
Where you get the smokeless powder? Are you producing that?
Yeah,
You
it should be in the refinery on the right side when you enter.
are. Nice. Let's make a bunch of ammo and go shoot some things. Just for existing. I hope you have room for all that black powder, because that's like 14 stacks. Oh shit, it's 12 stacks. What? 7. I can math.
Yeah, I took what was there, and I'm about halfway there. Got 620 right now. But it's gonna take me some time to craft, 300 and some Noblisk anyway, so I'll just head back when I need to.
Hey, come here. Right behind you.
Gun?
Gun.
Gun.
No ammo yet. But I'm working.
It doesn't do anything yet. I'm gonna hold it anyway. I was gonna stand on top of the tractor, recreate that vine. We just need to get some trucks. Those kind of look like cop cars, right? Stand on top of the tractor, the rifle. And I have the power of God.
Uh,
Pipes.
where are you at? I'm
Getting
coming to you.
a
I'm gonna
stupid
give you
amount of
some.
pipes.
Gonna give you some ammo for your gun.
Yes.
All 375.
Uh, incredible. I'm gonna go make bombs now.
Okay.
I mean, no
Genre
obelisk.
change for this game.
It's very suddenly had a shift. I wonder what the turbo rifle ammo is. Just gonna be stronger, you think?
I hope so. Oh, there's a keychain on it. A little fix-it keychain.
I like how it's got a symbol on the magazine as well. It's just a bullet.
Yeah,
I should make a gas mask.
we should make those. We have a lot of fabric to use.
Yeah. Could also make parachutes, but I find that I end up expending them on accident just by slide jumping all the time. And then I just run out.
We literally have infinite fabric.
Why is this stopped crafting?
As I clicked into it.
How dare you? Can't believe you would do this to me. What does it take to make a gas mask anyway? Oh shoot. I just need fabric and I would have it. But I've got no obelisk to craft.
Well, I'm gonna go find some bugs to kill.
Yeah, alright.
Shouldn't be hard since it keeps respawning.
It will be nice once update 6 hits a stable build,
Yeah.
but it's just got so much good stuff I couldn't wait. Like particularly the equipment is one of the things I really like about. I really like about it, even though I've pretty much not made any use of it so far in this world, in this save.
Oh, the hatcheries are no problem now. They just explode. Not immediately, but
Man, if anyone did join in this world at this point now, they would have no idea the struggles that we've lived through.
if anyone joins at this point and forcing them into slavery with my gun,
Yeah, it seems like the right way to go.
have them manually mine and craft.
I mean, if they join us so far in progress, they're not gonna. They might not know the fundamentals of Satisfactory anyway, so it's only right for us to just tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Sulfur. Cluster Nobelisk. So to get the turbo rifle ammo, by the way, we're gonna need a hard drive to get the turbo fuel.
Yeah.
But
saw.
even without that, it's still pretty good. Oh, I can't do the nuclear deterrent development anyway yet. We don't have
What's
the
that?
ability to make nukes. We don't know nuclear power.
That's true.
So I don't need.
We can. We absolutely can get 6 more inventory slots, though.
Yes, yeah. I just need to make some of those.
Nope, turn around.
chips. But
in here. This assembler has some.
oh, is that so? Well, don't mind if I do. I need to get more smokeless powder to make these explosive rebar that we'll never use. Ah, we might. I. It's cool that they've given the rebar gun kind of a use now because it's got like all the different ammo types, whereas the rifle is just kind of gun or better gun. And then
I
the
feel like the rebar gun would be actually kind of handy with the explosive type of ammo.
yeah, with the explosive, possibly with the stun, like it feels like it has a use that it wouldn't otherwise.
I'm not quite sure how a gun that fires a good 6 to 8 inches of rebar into a thing wouldn't stun it naturally, but
Yeah.
you know.
Need like 120 powder. And then I've got or no, I've used all the black powder I had, so don't have any of that. I should make some cluster noblisk and see what that looks like though. I'll have to do that in a second.
I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Do we have probably not enough yet. It's slow, but you could grab some computers.
I just did that.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the chain to it keeps getting forked somehow. I I don't know where the truck is.
Oh shit. So on my radar,
Oh,
possibly on yours as well, do you see that flashing symbol?
yeah, it's out of fuel.
Yeah, where I don't know how that happened. Might have had something to do with when the power got all funky and maybe the fuel going to it, whatever, the coal or whatever it had going
I
to
just
it.
I just gave it some biofuel for right now. That would explain some things.
Yeah. Yeah, because if that truck isn't going, then it's not getting like any of the material.
Literally nothing.
The only thing it could possibly get would be plastic, and that's because we put it in there.
I do have good news though.
Uh-huh.
We are about to be at 43 computers.
Nice.
I lied, 45, because I had some on me already. So 5 more computers, and then I'll let you have the honors of crafting all 100 of those heavy frames. Because I'm just generous like that.
Uh, two questions.
Alright.
Does the gas mask provide a change in appearance?
I think so. Yeah, it does.
Neat.
It literally gives you one.
Second question. Do you want to see something cool, probably?
Sure.
I don't know how far is safe, so... yeah, we'll assume here.
Alright.
Neat.
What's that one? Toxic?
Yeah. I would have made a second gas mask, by the way. I grabbed enough fabric for it, but then I ran out of rubber, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was
Oh, you
like
want more
20
rubber?
rubber short. Yeah.
I literally have all the rubber we have on me. Put it in this chest.
Well, speaking of that chest, there's a gas mask.
See,
Oh shoot. Uh, uh, it's real, like, it's phasing in and out of existence on mine. I don't know.
huh.
I don't know what's going on. But I can see what it would look like if it looked normal at all.
How many filters do you have
Uh, I
to make it?
haven't made any yet. Uh, what's it take for filters?
Coal, rubber,
Coal.
and fabric.
Shit, well,
I
I
guess, I
didn't
guess,
grab
because
any
that's
more
supposed to be like the
fabric.
charcoal element.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have any of that shit except for the rubber now.
You're welcome.
Um,
You remember that one time when our tractor for the computer stopped working and we weren't producing any for like a solid 10 minutes or something?
yeah, that was pretty cool.
There's also no fuel in the docking station there because there's doesn't have a supply chain going into it.
That's the coolest thing.
It's absolutely murdered a bird for no reason on screen other than the fact that I could.
Nice.
Running up to the coal factory is faster, but using the hypertube down is a lot faster.
Hi. That's something I completely forgot about. I was gonna research the stuff for the rebar gun.
What?
The explosive rebar.
Oh,
And then I completely forgot about it.
ah,
Man, can you
yeah.
imagine if that vehicle didn't stop that one time?
Yeah, we'd be done with computers. Could you imagine if manufacturers weren't the size of an entire continent?
uh,
No exaggeration. Can you imagine if screws weren't assholes?
I don't remember. Did we have cast screws in this?
Yeah.
Okay. God. It just takes so much.
Man, you remember when I was like, it sorted itself out. It did not sort itself out. It was just not getting any material at all.
Neat.
Problem is, most of the stuff is getting synced because of the screws right now. So occasionally, you just gotta take screws out of the computer maker.
Yeah, I don't know a solution other than adding more overflow splitters to some of the other belts there.
That
but it's
wouldn't be a bad idea
already...
to do it for the computer part, the one that leads strictly to the computer.
Yeah. The main difficulty, I think, would be making it fit. Because that area is pretty compact already.
We got all the computers we need right now, though.
Nice.
For this unlock. We're gonna need a lot of computers in the future, so we should probably sort that out sometime.
Yeah.
It'll happen when we do the full base rebuild someday.
Eventually. When we're almost done with phase 3, maybe. In like 20 years.
Well, we're doing it right after Monorail.
Yeehaw.
Soon got our Western all set up, I guess.
It's interesting that none of the equipment stays on your character when you're in hypertubes or when you ragdoll.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're in any state other than, like, normal
Standard.
operations. Yeah.
Save you.
Me.
Oh. Oh, alright.
Explosive
I don't know why, but I
rebar.
felt there was another hard drive in there.
I need to make iron rebar. So they can make the explosive right. So with all these different ammo types and everything, we're gonna have to build an arms factory. It's just a requirement at this point.
And sell our goods to the highest bidder.
When does this game get the economy update where we can sell stuff for actual money? They would have to come up with a currency. It'd have to be something worthless, though. Like the fucking coupons. Because otherwise it's not funny. It's just money. There's nothing funny about money. So we've gotten to the point where we can manufacture a rifle with some sort of weird ass like P90 style magazine or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we refine the rebar gun, which we make presumably hollowed out rebar that we then pack with explosives or, I don't know, batteries or, you know, whatever the other types of ammo are. Like, we could do all kinds of crazy shit with the ammo. Why can't we make the gun not a chunky brick? Like, the rifle isn't much better, but it does seem a little bit better.
Because then it wouldn't be industrial.
Ugh. Where are you?
I don't know, man. I'm at steel.
I want to show you a new toy.
Wait.
I am on my way. Yeah, I gotta say, these hypertubes are pretty impressive. That with just this little attachment on the end, we can pull this strong of a vacuum.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a vacuum that simultaneously goes both ways. Anyway, you see that building over there?
Yeah.
Like the little equipment building area.
Yeah. All right.
I blew it up.
It's gone. I can't even see it anymore. I'm gonna start handcrafting the things I said you can craft.
If you change the ammo in the rebar gun, it just spits the rebar out the back of the gun. What's it take to make these things anyway?
21
Encased
frames.
industrial beams. Ugh.
It's easy now. Why do I have like 5,000 spruce? I don't remember picking up. Oh, yeah, I do. Because the computer machine is just busted.
I didn't see this. I don't know when this came up, but why is that? Oh, it's because you have the period in there. Mr. Fix-It's Wacky Bucks was Vanna's suggestion for the currency.
Yeah,
Completely worthless currency.
which is completely a rip-up of Mr. Krabs' Wacky Bucks.
Crazy. But also, she made like a URL
I'm gonna
because
click
it's
it.
Mr. Dot Fix It.
Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's slightly disappointing, but also probably kind of a relief. Like it'd be terrible if that just conveniently went to like just the worst kind of like malware site, and you just got all of the bad malware.
I like how I have to yell at my parents not to just click random links, but then I go ahead and just like, I'm gonna click on Mr. Dot Fix It.
uh, man, I can't wait till we get nuclear power and we can make these nuke noblisk.
Can't wait till we get nuclear power and I can just end our suffering.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! I gotta make 10 of these things. It's high-speed connectors. Because then I can make homing ammo for the rifle.
All my D&D maps? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I deleted all of them. That would be a nightmare for you since you have like 70,000.
Yeah, it'd be pretty tragic. I have too many D&D maps if they all disappeared. If they were all taken from me or you know, whatever the case might be. Why why is this hog spawn in poison? Why do you spawn there? That's not good. You die there. Speaking of poison, I should make some filters for my gas mask.
We do have an alternate recipe for modular frames that makes them faster, which once again requires steel pipes.
Hmm.
Uh, but it makes it 30% faster.
I feel like at this point we're gonna need to find another place to start producing steel. So it already felt like we just didn't have enough anyway.
Well, this is why we need the depot.
Yeah.
But for the depot, we need the monorails.
Yeah.
Guided bullets? Homing rifle ammo?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's pretty doable. I'm making some.
You know what we need?
So,
Um. Shit, I don't have plates. I now have plates.
ammo pack actually appears differently in the thing, too. It's black.
Neat. I have no idea how the homing ammo works.
Looks like you aim at something and it homes in. It's truly astounding.
Oh man, you know what my favorite thing about it is? You make it in batches of 10,
Yeah.
but its magazine size is still 15.
Oh, it works fairly well.
Neat.
Wow. That was actually kind of brutal. It works from pretty far away, too, as long as it's like a creature.
That's cool.
Oh, you could come up here and blow up these rocks. See if there's anything under them.
Oh yeah. I think we've got a few areas where there were rocks nearby that we could potentially get some benefit from.
Raccoon chittering. If you really wanted to hear that, then just like walk outside at like 9 o'clock. You'll hear it for the whole night.
I don't know about you, but the direction of scrolling in your equipped hand items seems backwards to me.
Not backwards for me. Maybe your
I,
headphones are on backwards.
I feel like if I scroll down, it should go to the right.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. I thought you were talking about sounds.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I made it.
I wasn't super sure about that, but it worked out.
Oh, what's the point of these big old rocks? There's nothing there.
Whoops. Ah, just to be in the way, I guess. I
How would
love
it be
how
in the way, though?
I don't know if you wanted to build up here.
see a realistic reason why you want to build up here.
I don't know either, but you know, there's lots of crazy people in the world.
Depending as if you're
I
not one of them.
can hear these things dying in the poison.
It's funny. What a mess.
Yeah, when you look over to where all the iron is there, just the iron would probably look fine more or less, but then all the stuff just in the dirt. Uh, where's the? How do I even? The.
You really need to sort this out. Our fabric's almost full.
Yeah, I was gonna do something about that real quick, which is why I've got this crafting table here. There we go. Added an overflow to the fabric. And let's just clean things up here real quick. I should start a
Okay.
landscaping business.
You should also,
Turn on the sink. Uh, yeah. There
but
we go.
also you should bring up overflow for the resin.
Well, the resin's gonna keep running into this thing, right?
Yeah, but it's producing faster than it's consumed, so it's
Oh,
gonna
I
back up at some point.
guess. Let me just make another thing. What the hell have you done? Oh. God, can you imagine ever working on uh Mark 1 conveyor belts? Disgusting.
I also upgraded this lift to a Mark 4.
There we go.
480 resources per minute. There's no way it's gonna get clogged now. You know, it's a good thing the awesome sink doesn't have a limiter on it. Like you can just dump as much into it in a as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Imagine if it had a limit of like 30 per minute.
Yeah, that would kind of suck. Granted, it'd be kind of pointless in the long run because you get around it by just building more and all that. It just becomes more annoying at that point,
Yeah.
but not really any more difficult.
The real question is, at what point do conveyor belts become faster than the hypertubes?
It's an interesting thought.
Because then that's the point where you just build the things instead.
At that point, we stop being Futurama, start being Jetsons. Jetsons did like moving walkways everywhere, didn't they?
I don't remember, man.
Ugh. I feel like living in the Jetsons world would be a nightmare, similar to like working in the Empire in Star Wars, where it's just there is no OSHA. Everything is built over horrifically deep pits, and there are no guardrails.
Working in the Empire would suck if you're not a Sith.
Yeah, if you're a Sith, that shit's great.
Or a noble of some kind.
Yeah. Okay, what's our deal here? It's plastic. Um. Okay, so I think this is going to need a splitter here. And that's just going to need to merge with the overflow.
Imagine liking Jedi more than Sith.
I don't want to.
Imagine rather being a Jedi Knight than like a Sith Marauder.
uh,
Who would ever choose that?
crazy people. I
Wow.
need a reinforced iron plate and an AI limiter. I need a crafting bench.
Here you got some reinforced iron plates. I can do that part for you.
Because I think if I do it this way, and I just put one on this long belt here, this should clear up at least the bulk of the issue. Just left to overflow. Conveyor lift. Gonna that away. And then the only thing that makes it better is actually using the proper speed of belts.
Speed of belts.
Because right now I've just got Mark 1s because for some reason I don't have any of the other stuff in my inventory.
It just very suddenly got brighter. There was no.
We are burning a lot of screws right now. Jesus Christ. Let me put some plastic in. Nope, nope. Take the plastic back out the line. It's just burning the plastic. What the hell? Ah, because it's not going through fast enough. There we go. That's what we needed. So when it's a bit further down, that's being an issue. Huh. Uh, oh, mm, man, sometimes I wish I was smart.
Me too.
This shit doesn't seem like it should be this hard.
Maybe we're making it harder than it needs to be.
that could definitely be the case.
Have you looked straight down with your gas mask on?
How is that possible?
If you look straight down in real life, can you see your chin?
It would be concerning, I think.
Just your eyeballs looking straight down, can you see your chin?
Man, pro tip. When you're coming out of the hypertube from the mountain, just be holding control immediately. Because otherwise it throws you
Yeah.
into a conveyor belt. Where the hell are you going? You just running there on foot?
Yeah, I spaced out while I was running there. I was thinking about how I wanted to do a thing.
If you end up needing some gas mask filters, I put some in the little box with all the rubber and ammo and such. I wonder if any of these are rocks that can be destroyed. Aha, so they were. It's real convenient how all the stuff we build is explosion proof.
Yeah.
Be a real problem otherwise.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm just so tired waiting for modular frames. So tired that I did this.
Can't believe you've done this.
It's really tragic.
So it'd be like roughly 30 minutes if that's the only thing making them. Hold on. Am I dumb?
3 times 30. It's 90. That's just making the modular frames.
That's not too far off. Oh, shoot. You're right. Ugh. Gross.
Do we need another assembler for the that thing?
It's a manufacturer. Manufactory or whatever. Because it needs 4 inputs.
Oh.
It's
That
those
means
pipes.
that means we need 10 of those anyways.
Ugh.
Which means we would need 50 before we're even able to make a manufacturer to start tossing them in. That is a good question, Fanny. Why is Dr. Phil a popular Minecraft skin?
It's certainly an interesting question. One I wouldn't have thought would need to be asked. Just because I wouldn't have expected that to be the case.
If over here we change this to also use steel pipes to make modular frames, be another increase of 1 per minute. Oh man. How much is that? How many steel pipes is this using? 10 per minute. Okay, we're definitely gonna outproduce that. I'd hope. Yeah, it makes twice that much. One constructor makes 20 steel pipes per minute. So one constructor could fuel 2 assemblers making reinforced iron plates, or not reinforced iron plates, modular frames. That'd bring you to 6 per minute. You would need to make 4 reinforced iron plates per minute to fuel those 2 assemblers, which is very easy and doable. We need to find another iron source is the main issue, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why you'd want something like the monorail, because then it could get things from all over. A few trains could get things from all over.
Yeah, not having issues like this tractor was just having again, where it ran out of fuel. Uh, Found out its truck station has 100 fuel in it, which probably enough to keep it going for a good long while. Uh, I don't know why it ran out of fuel in the first place, because it should have gotten it from there, but it didn't this time because it had a different fuel type in it. So at least I'm assuming that's the case, or else it's just not picking it up for some reason. But it should be good now. Should.
Keyword should.
It's definitely picked up fuel this time, so yeah. So that seems to be fine. Um so otherwise I was just gonna get lazy and make a conveyor belt, just a horribly disgusting conveyor belt coming down the mountain with coal. But I would rather not do that.
Funny enough, I'd also rather you not do that.
How the hell is it out of fuel? I just put it just had 100 fuel in it. What the dang?
What the dang?
What the dang indeed. Anyway, I don't want to look for power slugs. I want to look for cool stuff like hard drives. What are you pinging? As far as Minecraft skins go, I thought about trying to make my little PNG here as a Minecraft skin. But then I figured that would just be too much work. And I figure instead I would just use the oh no. No no no. Use the skins I have of D&D characters instead.
I am semi-automatically producing heavy modular frames
Neat.
at a rate of 2 per minute. We would need 3 assemblers to keep up with demand to make a heavy modular frame. Which means we would need 60 steel pipes per minute. Which isn't too bad. It's mostly the modular frames, because you need to produce those at 10 per minute. So you probably need more like 65 iron pipes per minute.
Be real nice if the scanner would stay on the thing that you told it to search for last.
Yeah.
I wonder, can I blow up these poison plant things? I can. And I can do it with the rebar gun even. I thought those things were indestructible. What? How? What? So, there were like 8 of these poison plant things, right? The things that like stand up and then spew out a bunch of poison. I destroyed all of them and was clearing up some rocks, and then I heard a bunch of hogs, turned around, and a bunch of hogs spawned where all these poison plants were. Well, guess what, Hog? I am on this pod, and I have a gun. Yeah, not so tough now, are ya? Well, guess what? Perfect time to test out this homing ammo. On you and all your many friends. Why were there so many of you, anyway? That's fucking good.
Well, it's disgusting, and I hate it. But I've essentially made it semi-autonomous when we just have to refill screws and encase industrial beams. So we're making heavy modular frames consistently now.
Let's see what you think about the poison, Noblisk. Because guess what, buddy? I don't care anymore. I've got a gas mask. I'm invincible. Oh, what does this need? Needs two quartz crystals to open up this pod. 2 quartz crystals? Ugh. That's so far away for such a small amount as well. Truly atrocious. Man, having all these weapons sure is neat.
It really is. Especially the gun.
Yeah.
I have it perfectly set now, where it should produce consistently, but it's only gonna produce one per minute, I think.
Hmm.
It's actually producing 0.9 per minute, so to get to the point where we have enough, it's well, just leave the server on overnight. Idle game the hell out of it.
Yeah, really, compared to uh since I've got the rifle, I don't even have a reason to keep normal rebar. Might as well just load it up with just explosive.
Plastic again in the computers.
Hmm.
Oh, we have 14 computers spare right now.
Neat. We need what, 50 for one of the research things?
Yeah, about 50 for supercomputers.
Speaking of research, do you think it would be better to use hard drives for research since there's just two of them, or do you think it would be better to just use them for the recipes?
I hmm. I think that's it's kind of hard. I don't know how good turbo fuel is, but if it's like really good, it's probably something we should go for. But if it's only like a marginal improvement over regular packaged fuel, which we're producing a shit ton of, then let's just save the two hard drives and use them for research instead.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't the truck that's been having issues that stopped this time. It's the one that is running the coal. And the thing is, it ran out of fuel, which uses coal as fuel, but it's got half of its inventory full of coal. And that one is very important to keep running because that runs the whole steel operation.
I guess turbo fuel. I think it can be dumped straight into a fuel generator. Yeah, and it's gives you a lot more power.
Hmm.
It's I don't think it's worth it. I think we should just do the research to hopefully get some good alternate recipes. Because that's one thing that probably makes bases a lot easier to manage is like having that ability. Like we're doing with like you overproduce steel plates and screws and you can make a lot of uh what are they called? Reinforced iron plates a lot faster.
Hmm.
Like anything that would consume more resources that we have an abundance of to make things faster is something that I'd like to get. We have a lot of motors, like 215, and I have 23 on me.
Yeah. I think the last time I used it was when I researched the rifle. Because I think I needed 100 for that or something.
The good news is in 10 minutes we'll have 50 computers,
Neat.
as long as supply keeps running and there's enough uh, plastic. Speaking of plastic, I should probably go get a load and deliver it. And then I'll check on the frames. Trying to see how long a gas mask filter actually lasts, but it doesn't say on anything. Unless I alt tab and look it up.
Hmm.
We've got a lot of fuel in storage. Packaged fuel in storage.
That's good. I think having packaged fuel. Let's see. It's good for vehicles. It's good for generators. It's good for equipment. Uh, Trains are all electrical. And drones, I think, run on batteries instead of fuel. We can't even think about drones yet because I think those are in the next phase anyway.
Yeah.
So that fuel is mainly going to be for one of the trucks right now. Oh, one of the trucks and the yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying?
I don't know, man. Something about fuel. Then you lost your thought.
Uh,
Got 30 computers. I think you need one more smart splitter up here at the computer thing.
oh yeah.
Just like right here, right before it goes into the assembler for the circuit boards. Because whenever there's a backup right there, it just dumps everything.
Hmm.
If I had an AI limiter, I could do it, so I'm just doing it real quick. AI limiters are actually pretty easy to get. Surprising.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
I thought they were like a big pain in the ass to get like the required high-speed connectors or something, but not at all.
And this rifle really makes short work of pretty much anything.
I think now that should work. It's very ugly. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'll work. We'll see. I think it's helped a little. Man, I hate factories. I got 4 coupons printed. I have printable though.
Man, don't you just love playing this game about factories, though?
Not many games give me a headache like this one does. But for some reason, I always come back to.
I think that's what they call an abusive relationship.
Oh, just me know all about those. My wife's a Latina.
Wow. Hey, how's it going? Big Bo, Big Bow. Good to see you.
See what I mean?
Exactly. All right, I understand. Well, there's a hard drive if you want to check it out.
I'm gonna try something with the spark splitter. See if that helps. Games like this is the reason why I stick to like medieval simulators.
Actually, I don't need these.
It's really bad when it just completely dumps all the plastic you put in there. Because then if you sort out the issue it's having, you have to run back and get more plastic. Our batteries are about 60% full,
Neat.
which is pretty surprising considering the power issues we used to have.
Yeah. Well, I threw in an overflow for the quartz because that's just been sitting there, and so that should be a lot to add to the sink, the stuff going into the sink.
Yeah.
Not high value, but it's a lot of it.
I hate this place. Ran out of screws for the heavy metal frame production. Heavy metal. I keep changing the name of it every single time. But good news is, dumping 17 more in there, so we're about halfway there.
Nice.
Taking all of those screws and I'm gonna dump them in that other place. We are basically at the mark, though.
Yeah.
Man, remember when we'd have I was about to say like episode streams where we'd unlock multiple milestones per stream, and now we've been on this one for two, almost three.
Yeah.
If that's not evidence of the game slowing down massively.
So I think one thing that would be worthwhile to do, uh, some point soon, would be expanding, like putting a considered effort into like significantly expanding the power generation. Uh, because we're gonna need power for like the trains and everything as well.
Yeah.
And for like a part of this issue is just kind of getting complacent with what we have and just handcrafting what we don't. But in order to, build more factories to make all these other things, we're going to need a lot more power anyway. Uh, Not even counting what we're going to need for the trains. So I think something to do either now or after we unlock the trains would be just making a massive power station, and putting as much into that as we can.
Mhm. Well, if we do, after we unlock the monorail train technology, we do a full base redesign.
Yeah,
Maybe even relocate to somewhere else.
that might be worth it, honestly, because like the main platform doesn't really have much to it that would make it a problem to move, so
Yeah.
it'd be completely viable. And doing that, basically rebuilding stuff with trains in mind, will make it a lot easier, I think, instead of trying to make the trains fit what was already built.
Yeah.
Naruto run.
Was I Naruto running?
Yeah, for like half a second.
Well, I guess that's the plan for next time.
I suppose so.
Oh.
Ow.
I did actually want to try. Does this track other players?
That's a good question.
It does not.
You know what else I want to know? How much does this hurt?
A bit.
Yeah, a fair amount. Ow.
Oh god! You turned into a box!
I have to equip everything. Ah, it's all in the wrong slots now. Actually, most of it, the only things in the wrong spots were the rebar gun and the rifle. Everything else went where it was supposed to go. Well, yeah, I think that's that then for now. Just next time we should almost certainly be able to knock out those 50 next time, because that was only what, an hour at most for what we've got on those frameworks.
Yeah, should be really.
Yeah. So next time will probably be starting the renovations and building some trains. Trains are probably going to be costly. I think I don't remember what goes into them, but it's probably a lot.
I think they themselves take computers.
Ugh,
And also probably heavy frames.
gross. Uh, but yeah, we'll get into that next time. And next time we'll probably also forget what we said at the end of this one. But I
Yep,
think
just
it's
like
pretty.
last time.
I could certainly hope that it's straightforward enough that we'll be like, we finished the trains, rebuild everything. Um, Maybe going around scouting for a new location for kind of the main hub.
Yeah. I suppose a big flat open area would be best, wouldn't it? Since the
Yeah,
hub could be where
probably.
you have the depot where
Yeah,
everything congregates.
yeah. My instinct would be either going over to the grassy, like plains area, or going up into the dunes.
This might be a better idea. Because I think they're also resource rich.
Yeah, it's not too bad out there. Um, so yeah, that's it for today's satisfactory stream.
Wasn't very satisfactory today.
It was, whoops, it was something.
Thanks for the baseball.
But yeah, we'll get back into it next week. Planning to, no reason to change what works with the scheduling of Satisfactory. But maybe next time, maybe next week we'll have some Minecraft. I don't know. We'll see. Uh,
See.
that's it. See you next
Bye.
time. Have a good one.